Good morning. It is Thanksgiving Day. Oscar and I are headed back to our hometown. And y'all see that pimple? I would get one the morning of Thanksgiving. But that is okay because we're up. We're excited to go. We have a 5-hour drive ahead of us. It'll be okay. But we're just ready to be with family. I'm ready to eat some good food. And I'm bringing tofu so that way some of our family can try it. So we'll see what that's all about. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Our first stop is Buc-ee's. Typically when we go back home, we usually stop here because come on, it's Buc-ee's, and if you're Texan, you know what's up. We finally made it, and y'all, I was feeling myself. My Thanksgiving outfit was on point, and like a dummy, I forgot to record all the food, but I'll talk later on what we ended up eating. But yeah, Thanksgiving was a bunch of just eating, drinking, and chatting with family. The next day, we ended up going to our local river. It was pretty cool, and we ended up going to target practice, which was my first time ever doing that, and it was a lot of fun. My aim was pretty, not too bad for it being my first time. And then later on, we ended up going back to my brother-in-law's house, having some coffee, playing some dominoes, eating pizza, having a few drinks, and just catching up with the family since we haven't seen them in a while. And y'all about to see this epic win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you win a game. Suckers! Hello, it is now Saturday. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, but you'll probably already see a little bit of what I've done. I feel so dumb for not recording what we had for Thanksgiving, but I did record a little bit. I did end up making tofu, which I didn't record, but I ended up making that, and there was, your typical Thanksgiving things. Mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, turkey, ham, rolls, desserts, the whole shazam, the whole thing. So today's pretty much gonna be a chill day. I'm gonna go see my brother later on, and then tomorrow we leave in the morning. And yeah, it's been a really good time. It's always nice to be around family around the holidays, and I know I'm very privileged in saying that because I know a lot of people also don't have family, or they spend the holidays alone, which is nothing wrong with spending the holidays alone. I think we all can be grateful every single day, not just on holidays. If I do end up filming with my brother, I'll probably do a little bit of that. Then tomorrow we hit the road. Later on, I just ended up helping my mother-in-law prep dinner. She even showed me how to make guacamole, and I've never made that before, and it's actually pretty easy, and I can't wait to make it on my own because the way she makes it is just delicious, and it is something very easy to make. And then we ended up playing our favorite game, which is dominoes. It's just something we like to do in this family. And then the next morning, I had breakfast with a friend, and me and Oscar headed home. And so for my next clips, I'm going to be talking about my weigh-ins. And just to give you guys a little something to look at, we finally put up our lights for Christmas. So I'll be showing some of that while I'm talking, so y'all just don't see my face. And yeah, let's get on to the weigh-ins. Alright, so you guys saw how my Thanksgiving went. It was good as always to see friends and family and, just take a break. And I know this Thanksgiving vlog is coming a little bit later. I do apologize for being a little MIA, but I'm back, and let's go ahead and do the weigh-in because I know that's why some of y'all are really here. So for this weigh-in, I'm gonna do October's, and I'm going to do November. So as you guys saw for October, I stayed the same as I did back in September, so there was no change there. But of course, I expected November to gain some weight. I've mentioned in other videos the passing of my grandma, and I'm just gonna go a little bit deeper with it because with the death of my grandma, it really took a bigger toll on me than I was expecting. I've been to funerals, but I've never been to someone that I knew close and personally. And so when my grandma passed away, I was not expecting that at all. And to be honest, I just kind of have not been caring about being healthy and do what I need to do. I haven't been working out at all. So with my increased weight in November, it's no big deal. That's just sometimes how life is. Things happen, and I think this has really taught me that, that it's okay if you're not always on track. It's okay if you're not doing what you need to. Sometimes you just have to feel the emotions that you're feeling and just let it be, because if not, I feel like it makes things worse. With all that being said though, I have to admit, because I'm gonna be honest on this journey, that I have been drinking a lot more than I want to. And I'm not talking about like, you know, getting blackout drunk every day. No, like that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying I'm drinking more than I really was, like, you know, having like a glass of wine at the end of the day for several days in a row, or, you know, having a drink or two. And I'm just relaying all that to my grandma's death, because honestly that's the only thing that has been different in my life. Whenever a family member passes away, I feel like there's always some other problems going on with it, and sometimes funerals can bring out the ugly in people. So, you know, having to deal with all that has been just really stressful. And I know some might say, oh well, you shouldn't be drinking, you shouldn't use alcohol as a way to cope with that. And I don't think that's what I was doing. I was just, you know what, you know, I'm just having a bad day, or I'm having a really emotional day. I just want to drink to, like, you know, just to feel something different. And as long as I don't go overboard with that, or, you know, because alcoholism is real, it's something that affects a lot of people. So I feel like if I can, you know, watch myself and not get to that point, then I'll be okay. I'm not saying this is the best way to cope with things. It's just the way I'm going to do with it. And, you know, I've also been overeating a lot. I know it, and it's okay. I feel like there was a Bianca in the past though who would have heard this news and just overate to an extreme amount of point. Because for some reason, something about food is just so comforting, right? Like when you have your favorite snack or your favorite food, like just something about eating it and enjoying it, or when you're like feeling emotional, it just somehow, like, I don't know what makes you feel better, right? And that could be a good thing, and that could be a bad thing. That I feel like a Bianca in the past would have, you know, took advantage of that and just like overate and wouldn't stop, and then was just something that kept on going. But now that I feel like my grandma's death is always going to affect me, because she was someone who really loved me and always reminded me to like be myself, like, no, regardless of what anyone says. And so, you know, I feel like a part of me will always be kind of missing. But I feel like I'm in a place now where, like, you know, like, she lived a long life and she lived a good life. Well, I hope it was a good life for the most part of it. And I think she knows, like, she was loved when she passed. And I know she loved me. So I have some peace in that and knowing that. And I've allowed myself to feel all the emotions I want to feel. I've cried and cried and cried. And I feel like I will still cry sometimes because I hear certain songs or certain things remind me of her. And then I just, like, get all emotional about it. But that's okay. Like, that's what having feelings is. That's what being human is. And I know my grandma is somewhere better, and so life continues, right? I mean, there's always death, and then there's always birth, and then we just got to keep on living, because we can't be stuck in the past and dwell on it, because then that will make us bitter or, like, you know, miserable. And you just got to keep going forward and take it day by day. And so tying this back to the weigh-in, I'm not bothered that I gained weight. I mean, it is what it is. Now I'm trying to get back on track. Like I said, I haven't been working out at all. So this week, me and my coworker, we started going to the gym again. Granted, I only worked out one day so far, and it's already Saturday, but hey, a win is a win, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. And I've been watching what I eat again. I mean, not to like the point that I was, but I'm getting there. So, you know, baby steps, you know, I'll get back on it. I am just glad that I didn't gain like 10+ pounds, which, to be honest, that's kind of what I was expecting, because when I say I was overeating, y'all, I was overeating and I didn't care. I was eating whatever I wanted to. But to be honest, with all this drinking, like overeating, like, it definitely has taken effect on my body. Like, it's just crazy to me how, like, I used to be this way all the time. And, like, you know, because with, like, you know, when you overeat and don't eat like good foods, like, you know, it makes your body feel like sluggish, you feel more tired. And that's just how I've been feeling. And, you know, I was like, okay, this was okay. Like, you know, I was feeling sad, I did what I needed to do, but I'm tired of feeling this way. Like, I want to get back on the wagon. I want to, you know, go back to how I was feeling. And so slowly but surely I've been doing that, and I'm definitely feeling better. Especially with my overeating, it was making me super bloated. Like, I already easily get bloated because I just retain a lot of salt naturally. So when I was overeating, I was just like bloated like all the time. It was not a fun time. And so I'm just like, yep, I'm done. I'm good. You know, I was sad, I'm gonna, you know, still have my moments, but it's gonna be okay. And so, you know, if you see yourself in the same boat, especially during the holidays, I know it's hard for a lot of people to want to, you know, stay on track or be good or whatever, however you phrase that. Just remember that it's okay to, you know, indulge yourself a little bit, enjoy the time you have with your friends and family. And it's okay if you gain weight, as long as, you know, you don't go overboard with it and you realize, you know, what you're doing and you're not lying to yourself, you're being honest. You can always get back on the wagon. Like, you can always get back on it, and then it'll be okay. Take a deep breath, reevaluate what you're doing, and, you know, make out a new plan. Because, you know, if you've already reached a certain point, like, you know how to get there, you know how to get back. So that's how I see it. Like, you know, I lost these 60 pounds. I know I can do it. I know I can stay on track. So, you know, I just had to take what I needed to. I had to feel what I had to feel, take my break, whatever, and just get back on the grind. And then also, I want to say thank you so much to everyone. I finally reached 900 subscribers, which is really pretty cool. I appreciate everyone who's stuck around and watch all my videos and leaving the likes. It really does mean a lot. And once I reach 1,000, I do plan on doing a giveaway. So, you know, if you want to be part of that giveaway, get a chance to win a prize. So please stay tuned. But yeah, that's it. That's the video for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like, share it, and if you didn't like it, let me know down below why you didn't, and maybe we can have a little discussion about it. And also, if you haven't subscribed, it is okay. I understand. You gotta, you know, fill me out. You gotta see what I'm about. So that's fine. Once you're done watching this video, go ahead and check out my other ones, and you might be surprised and find something that you like. Alright guys, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.
Do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know.